What's going on, guys? It is day number 12, and this game is Domination on Grid. I don't totally remember what happens in this game. I remember I labeled it in my folder on my computer saying use Domination on Grid. So it might just be an okay score, nothing special. So, but I just want to talk about a few things because the game is constantly evolving, and that's sort of the purpose of putting up a video every day, is to sort of talk about what's happening and how it's affecting everything in general. So, as I'm sure you've all heard, there was a patch dropped, a few different kinds of patches. One was a full title update, and then there's a few hot fixes here and there where you probably don't even notice that there was a patch or anything unless you're writing down the number, the version number that you're playing. Like every time you log in or something. But so the main thing that they tried to address was a little bit of the spawning system and the lag issue. And I mean, we just got done playing for about 2 hours, and the first 40 minutes were still plagued with like terrible connection issues and getting into games like 2 bars and stuff like that. And you combine that with the idea of like when you get stuck joining a game that's already in progress. Like we joined a demolition game, and I think the top guy was 52-5. The guy below that was like 35-7, and there's air support up and mortar strikes raining down and all kinds of stuff. So that's probably what adds to the frustration, because we've all had it before where like Call of Duty 4 wasn't like the best with not necessarily matchmaking, but the whole interface, like how you had to send an invite to each other, was really frustrating. Like if for some reason somebody hit no when you invited them to a game, you had to sit there and wait for 30 seconds, and it was kind of a big pain in the ass. But that didn't take away from the game as much as this like rampant problem of connection and lag issues is. And I know like a lot of people are saying that it's a lot better, but and we did end up getting in the last hour and 20 minutes that we were just playing, I think we ended up with host, so it was okay from our point of view, and everything was quite good. But it's just like in general the way I have this whole theory about Call of Duty, and the reason like people always ask like what exactly about Call of Duty sets it apart, and like what makes it the game to play. And people bring up like frames per second and all that stuff, like the technical details and everything. But I think what it boils down to is it's just so fast paced, and it is so easy to kill each other that it makes it possible for anybody to pick up the controller, and after a few minutes of fiddling, you end up with, you end up trying to shoot a guy, and you kill him, and it feels good. And I think the reason it feels good is because, like, look at all the shit that's going on the screen. Every time you do something right, you're getting all these, like, bells and whistles going off. You're getting big numbers, like popping up in your face. Like, look at all that stuff that just popped up as my cell phone goes off. Ignore that. We're in too deep for me to... Anyway, it's like it's like you're in Vegas here, like you're winning at a slot machine or something like that. That's why you get the old people sitting at like Foxwoods Casino and shit, just sitting there pumping bills into the bright light machine, because it just sits there, it makes fun noises, makes you feel really good, and that's what I think the addictive draw of Call of Duty is. That's why, because I mean, you could take any game and it's entertaining and stuff like that. But the thing that, like, if you actually think about what we're doing here, we come and play the same 8 to 12 minutes over and over and over again, and for the most part, it's all the same thing. Like remember when those Modern Warfare 2 map packs were coming out, and they released those sweet promos saying like showing people playing, and it was like, yep, another guy in the cockpit. Like, there's always a guy in the cockpit. Yup, a guy in the cave. And they were calling it, like, mapathy or whatever, because, like, you're bored of the maps or whatever. It's not, like, that's what it should be like, because you come in and you play the game, like, how often could you go and play, like, the Fire Temple on Ocarina of Time over and over again? Like, yeah, it's a great game, and everyone loves it, and, like, they did a lot of things right, but it doesn't have, like, the addictive quality. And so what plays into that, like, Call of Duty supports itself by maintaining a fast pace, and obviously add in, like, playing with your friends and all that stuff, and everybody having a great time. Um, like, it just makes it for an overall pleasant experience. Even if you're in, like, a hard-fought battle and you're not necessarily winning, you're not pulling off, like, chopper gunner kill streaks and everything, it's still really entertaining, and that's why, like, the average person still plays it. But all these issues that are like, still prevalent, and I understand that they're working on it and everything. I just kind of want to discuss this as it's happening. It's like, it directly combats the addictive nature of the game, like getting screwed over, like joining a game mid-session, trying to get your bearings down, and you finally, like, you finally get your bearings together and you go up against someone and you get killed. You watch the kill cam, it looks like you didn't even shoot, and then you check your connection, you got a 2-bar. Like, and then you got to back all the way out, and this is exactly what happened. We joined that game, we say, you know what, fuck this, we're not playing with a 2-bar against a team that's got all these, all this air support in their pocket. So we backed out, we try and join another game, and then in the loading screen, boom, my PS3 freezes. As I'm rebooting my PS3, Snoov sends me a text message saying, PS3 froze, hang on 1 second. So it's like it dumped everyone in that lobby, and not only, like, kicked them back, like, to the menu, it somehow froze at least the 2 of our PlayStations. So it's like, it's really frustrating, and I read that they're fixing these things, and I want to come home and sign on and just have those, like, power sessions that we used to have in COD 4 and in Modern Warfare 2, and it's like prime time, but it hasn't happened yet, and I know it's hitting a lot of different people pretty hard. It's making people really frustrated with the game, and the only good side about this entire thing is we've gotten feedback. I think I could have had a harder time shooting that guy. It's like the little cardboard box of doom saved his life for a few seconds. The only shining light is that they have been very vocal about how they're working on it and that they're addressing the issue. And I honestly hope that a heavy patch comes out soon and it says, here you go, Fake Thrillers guaranteed host connection and playing with people that are only down the street. And he's going to pwn and teabag noobs all day. That's my plan, and I hope it happens soon. But anyway, guys, this is day 12, 21 Days of Black Ops. I hope you appreciate, not appreciate, I'm sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you watching it. Do me a favor, leave some comments down at the bottom. Let me know how the game's running for you, if you've had any issues like this. And yeah, and one more thing, day 15 is going to be, I know back in day 7 I talked about how I was looking for some gameplay of one of our subscribers and stuff like that, but one of our good subscribers, Alano, sent me a video, Total Beast gameplay on WMD, so I'm going to get together with Snoov, do a dual comm on that, and it's pretty beastly, so look for that on day 15. This has been day 12. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Catch you later.